Alright, so welcome back to another video. This was long awaited. There hasn't been a video in a while because it was the holiday season and I haven't really got a chance to. There's a lot of things going on. So, without further ado, long hiatus, but we are back now. Without further ado, let's get into some updates in the world today. So first, let's get into the the Midway Atoll purchase. Um, so this purchase was officially made yesterday, um, and it was officially completed for 1 billion US dollars, officially equating to 200 million crown. So this may cause some confusion because the purchase of Denmark and subsequently Faroe Islands was similar in terms of US dollars to that. But that was because we gave Denmark um, an option into later option into our alliance, and they eventually joined. So that's why we got a little bit of discount there. So yeah, that was completed, and we are beginning the removal of. So we are beginning the removal of the people that were already there, but we are going to be removing the birds. We're going to be cutting down the bird population by a not not a large amount. Yes, we're going to be cutting down the bird population a lot, and we're going to clean up the trash. But again, the original plan for the purchase of this island was to place VIP bunkers there, just in case anything really happened in the world, that we would need to go hide and take refuge in the Midway Atoll Islands. So yeah, that's one of them. There are a lot more islands on the checklist to buy. But this was just a step in the right direction. Now, before getting into the wars currently being fought, which were postponed with Christmas, of course we are a Catholic country, so we postpone the wars for Christmas, just to just calm down. It's all right. It's Christmas season, holiday season. Chill out. Yeah, everything's gonna be fine. Um, Before getting into that, we need to talk about our revival of Biafra in Nigeria. Biafra, I don't know what to call it. But so there was a posting on Twitter. I'm not going to say the at, but it was a property in Lagos, Nigeria, that he was selling for 45 million Nigerian naira, which is not a lot. US dollars, which let me convert the US dollars to crown. So about 45 million Nigerian naira is about 100,000 US dollars, 101, 127 dollars and 21 cents, and then dividing that by 5, we get 20,205 points, 44 princes. So that's what we're gonna get, and that's how much crowns we're prepared to pay. Don't know if we should pay in naira or crowns. I'm feeling crowns because I'm feeling naira because that was the original. That's what he wanted to sell it for. So we'll probably um, pay him in that amount. Um, but yeah. So we're planning on buying that. I'm still debating on whether or not to share the link to the map. Um, because it is not the typical land that we would buy. Um, I'm going to try to put the pictures on screen right now. So here are the property photos that were provided by the seller, um, shown side by side. Obviously, it doesn't look flattering, as Faroe Islands, Greenland, Midway Atoll even looks like, but trust me, it's not being bought for its looks. It's being bought for its tactical, um, uh, its tactical. How do I put it? Its its position on the map. Its position in which country it is in. Of course, Nigeria. We are very against. You could put it that way. Um, they left the enemy alliance, dubbed. Let me see. Dubbed the Global Shield. They left it. Um, but then they joined it right back, sending missiles paired together with Uganda. Um, two missiles, one from Nigeria and one from Uganda, um, right towards the palace, which we, of course, shot down because we're not going to let that happen. But yeah, they are rivals, and this is what we're going to buy, this property, and we are going to act it. We're going to build a house there, make it look no different, non outlier. Um, we're gonna make it a safe house for the revival of the Biafra, whatever. Of course, if you follow wars and civil wars, you will know that there was a civil war in Nigeria. It spanned from July 6th, 1967 to January 15th, 1970. And it was fought from the, let me say faction, just to generalize it, the Nigerian faction versus the Biafran faction. Um, and we want to reignite the Biafra faction, or the Republic of Biafra, as it wanted to be. It was the Civil War started from it trying to declare independence from Nigeria, which is why this happened. So we want to start the sectionist state, which it wanted to be, up again from this house. It all starts from one. Um, so that's what we want to do, and it's going to progress very good. Now we have contacted the seller, asking him to remove all posts, all postings and listings of the property, so we can really get exclusive. We can maybe bump it up to 50 million there, if he requires, a payoff to do so. We are more than happy to oblige. We're gonna have to give him protection, though, because if they find out that there is a Biafra faction or colony starting from this property, then he's probably going to be in trouble, because he's the one who sold the property. So we're going to have to give him protection all the way in Cavilaia. We're going to bring him all the way back to Cavilaia. So yeah, that is our Biafra adventure, and now we're going to get on to our North Korea plan, which was put into action. Just let me see right here. This plan put into action and is actually being carried out currently. It's called Operation Winter Harvest. It started out on December 22nd, 2022. So about 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11 days ago. And it is currently going on. So we're going to get on to that plan right now. Alrighty. So this document is top secret. So there are some things though which we cannot say. Because there are only two people, including me, who have access to this document, who have read it, and who have instructed how to, carry it out. So I'm just gonna have to say what it is. It's top secret clearance. It's called Operation Winter Harvest. It's security threat to national security. Its purpose has to do with North Korea, and there are a lot of items required. It was carried out on December 22nd, 2022. Um, they shall deposit a lot of things into North Korea, which could, uh, you know, hamper their food supply. So that's really all I can say right now. Um, Later, maybe in a future video, we can declassify it. Just put a number there now. Yeah, declassify Operation Harvest. I'll have to do that later. But yeah, I'm just gonna have to carry this out later because that's really all I can say right now. It's very top secret. Um, so I'm changing it around right now. Um, yeah, it is very, very top secret. We cannot let this get out. We only could say what I just said right now. Maybe I'll declassify it a little bit later. But currently, it is not declassified, so I cannot be sharing this to the public. But anyways, with that, let's get into what are we going to talk about right now. Let's get into just looking through my plans right now. Oh yes, the renaming of an island. So we'll get into that right now. Okay, so one of our islands is planning to be renamed. Now, uh, if you know our islands, if you've heard about them in a previous video, then you could probably guess what island would be renamed. It is Concentration Island. Right now, doesn't seem like the best island name. Obviously, respectfully regarding the events of World War II, concentration camps. It's near, Russia and things like that. So I don't um, I don't think it's a very good idea to keep this name. So Concentration Island will be renamed to Glacier Island. It's very up north. It's near Siberia. You know, it's the name will fit and it won't sound very bad. Glacier Island sounds nice. It's simple, and let's not get into anything other than that. Concentration Island is to be renamed. There is no way for it to be objected, like the next topic we're going to talk about. Um, but yes, Concentration Island will be renamed to Glacier Island in the near future. We're going to have to update you on that in a future video. But let's get into something that can be opposed and is most likely going to be, unless we don't act currently right now. All right, so um, as you know, if you have been remembering our previous events, the videos, there was a referendum in um, the Outer Reeds territory. Now, Outer Reeds territory is located. It's located next to Reeds. Outer Reeds territory. Outer Reeds territory is located in Inkster, which Reeds resides in a boundary of. Now, Outer Reeds territory was given a referendum, and let's just check when that was. So Outer Reeds territory was given a referendum on whether to um, move into Reeds, to be absorbed into Reeds. Now, Inkster um, has a low tax rate because of the massive exports. Inkster and Ennerbreak are our main oil producers, so we have a lot of exports going out there. We relax it on the citizens. Um, Now, the majority, and a major majority, was in favor of Outer Reeds territory to be merged into Reeds. Now, this result was certified, and it would be uh, what's it called? It would be confirmed, and the province lines would be redrawn. Um, but of course, in our law, when things like this happen, when referendums take place, and decisions take a little bit of time to take action. With this, provincial lines, redrawing them will take a long time, and this referendum was started, took place on October 30th, so it's been taking a while. And now with our laws, it states that any referendum that takes place um, before any you know before the results can be finalized, um, a group can take it up to the government to have an opposition. Um, and there has been a group that has gained a lot of traction in Outer Reeds territory. They oppose this, and they have a sizable amount of followers, and I'm not majority, but they have a sizable amount, and they have the opportunity to take it up to the government and pause um, the results from being finalized. Now, what I um, what I discussed with I'm not gonna call him my assistant because that's really putting him down in terms of importance, but he is very important. He is my. Let's just take a look here. Why can't I find something that I need to find it? For goodness sakes. He's special advisor to the king, military advisor, executive of Nishalos, executive of Biro, commander-in-chief of the Royal Cavilaia Armed Forces, and head of security. So calling my assistant would be just putting down in terms of importance, but he is second to me. If I were to die, Cavilaia would go to him and him alone as the monarch. So yeah. Um. So um. I took it up with him. I was like, maybe if we try to accelerate the process of redrawing the provincial lines, this group won't have the time because it takes a while to prepare, arguments and to pause a referendum from going through. So it takes a while for them to prepare an argument. So maybe we could accelerate this process of redrawing state lines and do it before they even have a chance. he stated that we could just let them maybe just see what happens. Maybe it's good for them because lower taxes where they reside currently. Where in Ingston, it's lower taxes in Ingston, so maybe they will want to move into REITs. Not have those lower taxes. Taxes and REITs aren't ex- ex- exponential, but they aren't as great as Ingston. Um, so yeah, just wanted to put that out there. That could happen. Um, so yeah, that is it for the video today. It's been a while to catch up on everything, but this is this is a continuation of this channel. I mean, didn't stop. It was just a hiatus for the winter break. Not winter break, holiday hiatus. And now we are back. The wars will be resuming. We will start the fighting again. Of course, if you haven't been remembering, currently wars are being fought in Kenya, Papua New Guinea, and Vanuatu. Um, so yeah, those are the wars being fought. We're gonna continue those. Kenya hasn't done anything to us. I'm just gonna try to sum it up. Like Kenya really hasn't done anything to us. But we want to move into them to get to Tanzania and Uganda. So yeah, that is it for all today. Have an amazing day. Like, subscribe if you enjoy it, and goodbye.